ladies and gentlemen, the ZoWhat morning show continues on. Uh, Listen, if this is your first time tuning in to the ZoWhat morning show, just understand, man, a little bit about what we do. It's mainly current events, and now and again I bring on guests, and then our guests, you know, pontificate and share their thoughts on what's going on in the world as I present them to you. Uh, as is commonplace, you guys already know what I do. We have to support black owned businesses. So I have a few of them to support today. Uh, this is a new business that I have, Gods and Money. Gods and Money. You say, well, what is Gods and Money? This is a high end luxury men's body wash system. So, this one right here, Vanilla Velvet, is crazy. This is my little package. They sent me this package, but it's dope. All right. Ethically sourced ingredients, expertly crafted in the United States. Man, this velvet or vanilla velvet smells amazing, bro. And then they give you this Gods and Money cream hydration, lubricant, Egyptian mist. This is cold-blooded too. And it has shea butter, it has safflower seed oil, apricot kernel oil, essential oil, natural moisturizer. It's got a bunch of different oils in it, man. This right here is a cold piece of work. And I want you guys to support them. And then this, the moisturizing oil after you get out of the shower. This is Requiem. Requiem. This is good stuff. Good stuff. I want you guys to go to their website. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. The website, let's pull it up for you. Gods and Money. Money is spelled Mony. Gods and Money. I want you to go to their website. Their website is godsandmoney.com. Godsandmoney.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. This is some fly, elegant, you know. And all of it has this high-end cologne smell. You know what I mean? The vanilla velvet, amazing. Egyptian mist, amazing. And of course, Requiem is fire as well. Please support Gods and Money. Gods and Money. That's GODSANDMONY.com. Go there right now. What up, everybody? I see you guys in the chat room right now. I hope everybody is doing well. Let's continue to blow this thing up. Let's continue to work it out. Let's continue to get it going. What else do I have here? Hold on, guys. I'm pulling this together. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. All right. Here we go. I can see myself on my phone, just not on that middle camera. All right, let's continue to promote. Packages went out on Saturday for He Is Risen, and we have a few more packages to go out this week as well. Thank you for getting that for me, because I heard that feedback as well. But yeah, packages went out on Saturday. Look to your mailboxes, folk. And then you guys also have to remember, man, this is the holiday season, and the holiday season is a mess when it comes to the post office. You know, people send me emails, where's this, where's that, but it's been a mess, and trust me, I'm doing my due diligence to get it all out. I have another 5 or 6 packages in my car that's ready to go. And when I'm talking about packages, I'm talking about He Is Risen. I'm talking about the Lazarus pill. Y'all know what the Lazarus pill is. You've been here long enough, right? Herbal supplement. We got about 20, 30 bottles left. If you guys want to get yours, go to my website, MrZoWhat.com. Order, 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 order. My workouts have been crazy on Monday. And I'm just tired. I'm literally tired. But hey, I got to keep it pushing. Everybody hit the like button. You know YouTube is playing games on the viewer suppression. It's only 47 people in here, but if we all hit the like button, everybody hit the like button, we get into the algorithm, okay? This is a real situation, man. They want to suppress the voices of those that can inspire, uplift, and motivate the people. Trust me, this is not by accident. So I'm asking you guys, everybody, hit the like button, hit the share button, continue to promote. Now, we covered He Is Risen. Go to my website, MrZoWhat.com, get He Is Risen. Now, we're going to bounce over to Total Package Energy. You already know. Total Package Energy and I have had a partnership for over 10 years now, and you guys have kept this black-owned business in business. And I'm exceedingly proud of this black-owned business. I'm exceedingly proud of everything that they've been able to accomplish out of Oakland, California, and globally. Continue to support them in a major way. Go to TotalPackageEnergy.com and tell them Zoe Williams sent you. They got the energy drink, the B12, the vitamin C, as well as the pea protein. Continue to support. Also, I want you guys to support Russell Harrison. He's the creator and founder of Russell Herbals. I spoke with him last week. He said he's getting that thing together. He's getting it in order. And he's going to be able to be back up in business yet again. Also, I want you guys to follow my brother, Truth. You guys remember Truth? He had all these records. I used to play all these records on T Radio V, Dash Radio. Truth is back, but he has a documentary. I want you guys to go follow his site or his page on YouTube. All right? It's called Uckery. The F is silent. That's the name of the page. Uckery. Uckery dash or hyphen. The F is silent. Uckery. I want you guys to go there and support and subscribe. He's got some interesting documentaries that he wants to display to you guys, and I want you guys to support him big time, okay? Go there. What up, everybody? Everybody get in here. Hit the like button. Let's get started. I just started a goal. The goal is for 30 super chats or cash apps. Please support the channel the best way you know how. It's right now just getting going. I got special guests on today, don't I? Yep. Yeah, come on, Prentice Jones. Start it off. Thank you for the super chat. Start it off. Thank you for the super chat, Prentice Jones. We got special guests in the building. My brother Baba and his wife Uni are on deck today. They're in the building to build with us. Can we get them on camera, on screen? Let's get it going. Everybody like it, share it, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you, Prentice Jones, for getting us started off in the right direction. What up, fam?
Hey, Zo.
Yo, what up? Omeji Ogun Akamara. What up? There go my brother. I love it, man. So, are you guys ready to talk to us?
We are excited. Listen, when you invited us to come back, we were like, absolutely, we're ready. We've been counting down, waiting for the right opportunity. So, yay.
I love it. Well, it's a lot going on.
Love for you, though.
It's a lot going on in the world right now. So I have a question.
Yeah.
What does African spirituality have to say about everything that's going on in the world right now. If we're talking about the transference of sovereignty, we're talking about the deconstruction and reconstruction of America as we know it. What do the spirits and the ancestors have to say about all of this that is happening all around us?
So we're just going to jump right in, huh? I see. Right,
Come
bro?
on.
I'm not going to hold it back at all. I'm just going to come out the gate swinging. Well, you know what, though? I will say this. Now, here's the thing. I say that the proof is in the pudding, what I'm about to say. This is how you know it's real, what I'm about to say, and what I'm about to say is true. I believe that the ancestors would say that we are in a spiritual revolution when it comes to African spirituality. Our people are returning home to their faith. They are returning home to their spiritual practices. They are finding their culture. They are finding the things that had been stolen when our people were stolen from our homeland, right? And throughout all of the years of colonization and oppression and suppression and things of that nature, and even having our spiritual practices, our African spirituality taken from us. We see our people returning. We see the ancestors shaking the very foundations that we thought were our foundations. But they were the foundations that were put upon us that were never ours. And so I see them shaking those foundations. That's why you see this huge movement of folks returning to African spirituality. Some people may look at some specific things and may say, you know what, maybe it's a fad. Maybe people are just doing a fad, right? There's a big movement with Ifa right now where some people are treating it like a fad, but some folks, the majority of them, it's a coming home. That's just my opinion. What are your thoughts, babe?
Baba?
Well, okay, well, so I want to keep it real simple. It's part of a divine great plan. It's of a divine plan. Nothing is allowed to happen or to be created or to be started without the approval of Odumare. So what has transpired in the past and what is transpiring currently is under his guidance. It's strictly under the guidance of Odumare himself, the creator. All the spirits have a certain particular part to play in his plan, as we do, as as divine individuals, as we all have part to play in the reality that we live in right now. But the reality that we live in is a third dense reality. So we are not at a higher state, and then we have people, beings, spirits that want to keep us in a third dimensional state. So that's what you're seeing right there. You're seeing the struggle for mankind and humanity to reach a higher density, to maybe a fourth or fifth or sixth density, and to escape the third dimension. So that's where you see the fight at. That's the fight. You have certain individuals, corporations, governments, whatever could be the case, standing in the way, spirits standing in the way of us reaching a higher vibration, a higher frequency. So that's what you're actually seeing. So that's the struggle.
So growth.
Yes.
Growth. Evolution.
Man.
Yes, spiritual.
Yeah.
So I guess all of this is for our highest good.
Yes, for some of us, yes.
He said for some of us. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I think of it from a biblical. Let me use a biblical phrase that some people will recognize, and that is separating the wheat from the chaff. It is this. Yeah.
So this is like a pruning.
This is a pruning. A pruning. This is a pruning, and when it comes to that, I mean, this is a spiritual awakening, right? This is people waking up to their spirituality, and not just for their own purpose, their own benefit, but it is so that once they get their stuff together, then they can get their families together. And then when they get their families together, then they can work on getting their friends together. And from their friends, they get their communities. From their communities, they get their towns and their cities and their states, right? But you got to start with the individual. So it is a slow moving movement, but it is nonetheless at the same time in an oxymoron kind of way. It's still fast moving because you see the numbers. You see the numbers of folks going through this pruning. I was just talking about, spiritual awakening and what that looks like for people, because that's what this is. And the thing about it is, some folks, they try to separate their spirituality from the realities of the world. And personally, I think that does a disservice. And the reason I think that separating your spirituality from the concerns of the world does a disservice, because how are you going to bring healing if you can't acknowledge the state of the world?
Wow.
How are you going to bring truth? How are you going to bring light? How are you going to bring justice if you can't acknowledge the state of the world and the suffering and the pain that is happening, and figure out how you can play a part to make things better? But it starts with the individual.
That's heavy stuff. Real quickly, I want to get you guys' opinion on this. Jamil Abdullah Al-Amin, formerly known as H. Rap Brown, passes away at 82.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Passed away today.
H. Rap Brown passed away. I didn't know that.
Yes. And everybody's talking about him, talking about his contribution to our community. Even though, there are some negatives that people always want to bring up on the brother H. Rap Brown, but the brother loved his people. That's what I do know, right? The brother loved his people. And
H. Rap.
Huh?
H. Rap Brown.
Yes. H. Rap Brown, a charismatic orator in the 1960s, he called for armed resistance to white oppression. As a Muslim cleric, he was convicted of murder in the year 2000, and they saying he died in detention. Who was H. Rap Brown? He was defined by black militancy in the 60s with a call to arms against white oppression, and who later lived quietly as a Muslim cleric and shopkeeper until his arrest in the year 2000. In the murder of a sheriff's deputy, died on Sunday in a federal prison hospital in North Carolina. He was 82 years old. His death at the Federal Medical Center, Bunter, was confirmed by Christy Brashears, the Director of Communication for the Federal Bureau of Prisons, who operates the hospital. She did not specify a cause. In February, the Washington Informer reported that Mr. Al-Amin had multiple melanoma and his health was deteriorating. He had been serving a life sentence without parole. Now, you know what's interesting about stories like this?
Yes. Go ahead.
When the sister, y'all know who I'm talking about, the sister who escaped to Cuba, Tupac's Assata Shakur, when she passed a few months ago, the administration was like, we shouldn't celebrate these types of people. Because, black folks took to social media to acknowledge Assata Shakur, and I'm sure black folks are on social media acknowledging H. Rap Brown. What are your thoughts? Because, nobody's perfect. Nobody, I guess you have to revolt in a certain way. Yeah, I guess there must be some level of decorum in the way that you revolt. But the question is, should we celebrate folks such as H. Rap Brown and Assata Shakur? Of my own mind, I say yes. What say you?
Well, as far as what I have to say about it, the reason that we even bringing up Tupac's mother, Anfani Shakur, and H. Rap Brown is because they made an impact.
Because they've been what?
They made an impact.
Yes. Yes.
They made an impact. So if you're able to make an impact in history and time to where people remember you, remember your actions, remember your words, remember your children, remember what you built, what you put in place, then that means if you made an impact, that means you leaving a legacy. So there's a legacy there that those individuals left. Now, where your opinion lies on that legacy is up to the individual. That's your autonomy. But nonetheless, there was an impact and there was a legacy that was left by H. Rap Brown and Afani Shakur. May they both rest in peace.
Uni?
Yeah. So, well, let me throw a disclaimer, right? My disclaimer is I don't condone violence. I do condone self-defense.
Self-defense. That's what he was on.
I don't condone violence. I condone self-defense.
Right.
So let me first get that out there. Okay. I'm going to say this. I find it odd that the only people that have an issue with us celebrating folks who are about moving us out from being oppressed, right? The only people that have an issue with us celebrating those who fought against our oppression are those who weren't suffering oppression. Now, that doesn't mean that of course, there are a few of us, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Of course, there's a few of us out there that would counter that and say, no, I'm skin folk, and I don't celebrate them. Right? Okay, fine. That's because the reality hasn't set in on you of oppression that we have faced, because you've fallen for, as husband says, banana in the tailpipe. But like I'm saying, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. But with that being said, then I think we absolutely should celebrate them the same way. Why wouldn't you celebrate Nat Turner? When you look at the atrocities that are put against our people, and all we want is equality and to be treated with respect and dignity as you would with anyone else, and not hurt us, not oppress us, not allow the systems to continually oppress us, because a lot of the oppression now comes from the system, systemic racism, right? That doesn't mean that you don't have the blatant racism right in your face. Of course you do. But the majority of the oppression that we face now in 2025, the majority of it comes from systemic racism, where there have been systems put in place with the design to keep us in our place.
So like institutional.
Yes, institutional.
Systems. Yeah.
So let me give you an example for those who don't know what systemic racism looks like. So let's look at hospitals. Now you can check what I'm saying with data, right? If you look at the stats of Black women and their low survival rates of childbirth when it is done in hospitals, it makes you wonder. And that's because systemic racism. When you see how Black women versus people of other ethnicities are treated when they're in pain within the medical system, within the medical field, you'll see. Because Black folks are quick, Black women in particular, they're quick to say that they are DRUG seeking, right? They're quick to let them that when they're in real pain and they're not even, about that life. But if someone of a different ethnicity comes in with the same presenting symptoms, they will treat their pain and take it seriously. So if you look at the stats, even just within healthcare, you'll see systemic racism. When you look at the educational stats, you will see it. That's why when you look at why is it within our communities, why is it within Black communities in inner city, why is it within Black communities that are in the deep South, why do they have the lowest rates of reading comprehension? Why do they have such high rates of illiteracy? Why do they have such low rates of understanding mathematics? And their education is a lot poor. Why is that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the part again about the low birth rate? We had a little, distortion, and I want to make sure that point comes across in high fidelity.
Yes. So the example I was giving of systemic racism in the hospital, that pertains to Black women. So if you look of Black women who give birth in hospitals versus women of other ethnicities who give birth in hospitals, you will see that Black women have a lower survival rate than other ethnicities.
It's so funny.
Did
As
it come
soon as you
through?
say Black woman, then there's a distortion that comes across the screen. Amazing.
Are you saying the timing is pretty auspicious?
Yeah, like right now, I think they're in sync.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a lot going on in the world, and I think we should address it all. Or I don't know how tapped in you guys are, but the Democrats have been going in on Pharrell because Pharrell was talking about political neutrality. And I just thought it was interesting that, I mean, if a person has been traumatized, are they supposed to, I'm talking to you, Mike, are they supposed to just freely go back to the people that have traumatized them? I'm interested to know this because, and it's Black leftist Democrats that are like really crushing Pharrell for saying, hey man, we should work together, we should unify. They're calling him ignorant, they're calling him stupid, they have all of these, adjectives to throw at the brother. But where's the teachable moment? Okay, if he's wrong about what he's saying, how come we can't just pull him behind closed doors and kind of educate him instead of weaponizing, social media to, publicly, denigrate his character or whatever? I think, I just want to know what you guys' thoughts on that is, because when I say they're really tearing him to pieces, Roland Martin, Mark Lamont Hill, and a few others just kind of went in, and I'm like, hey man, pull this brother to the side. If he's wrong, I'm not even saying he's wrong. I don't know if he's wrong. I'm wondering, what are your thoughts on that and your take on that?
Well, I don't know the context of what he actually said. I haven't heard anything about anything going on with Pharrell, but based off of the very limited information you just gave, based off of that, I would agree with you that if someone is saying something that is incorrect, then yeah, you should pull them aside. You should, especially if they are high profile, then yeah, you should not, I mean, even if they weren't high profile, you should not want to publicly shame someone for their ignorance. And ignorance is simply not knowing.
Right.
People even weaponize the word ignorance. Ignorance just simply means not knowing.
Right.
It's not having all the information. So you wouldn't publicly shame a baby because they haven't learned how to walk. They're ignorant of how to walk.
Right.
No, you would come alongside them and teach them how to walk. You would hold them up and teach them how to take the first steps. You would tell them how to put on their shoes to give them more balance. You wouldn't shame them, right? But like I said, I don't know the context of the conversation and what he did or did not say. Like, because there's no telling in Hollywood. There's no telling.
I'm pulling it up right now, so I'm going to give it to you.
I have a completely different opinion.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I'm not into politics. That's number one.
Right.
Okay. You can be spiritual and be into politics, and you can bring spirituality into politics. But from my spiritual point of view, I focus on spirituality more than I do politics. I don't focus on politics, gossip, movies, media, that sort of thing. But in the context of where we live at today, in 2025, 2026, we all been forced into a AI social media society. Because we are all old enough to remember that we did live in a world without cell phones. We did live in a world without Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. And we lived very well. We all ate, we all went to school, we all came home, and we all went about our daily lives without media and without social media and being tapped into these cell phones, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you got to always remember it happens on TikTok, it happens on any venue where people can get clout or people, you got to understand controversy brings attention. Controversy brings attention. So anytime somebody can create controversy, that means more likes, more hits, more whatever for them. So they're going to engage in any kind of negativity to get that attention from social media, the AI generation. You got to understand there's kids nowadays that don't know what life is. They've been born with Facebook in their hands. They've been born with TikTok in their hands. There's a whole generation that don't know what life is like without having social media. Do you know in our society, in American society, the number one jobs that kids want between the ages of 14 and 21 is to be a social media influencer.
What, like a content creator or something?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. But in China, for instance, they don't even allow their children on social media. You only allow 3 hours of video play a week in China. And the Chinese push mathematics, science, engineering, that sort of thing.
Right.
America, I don't know where America is on the list as far as education is concerned, but we're not in the top 10 or 15 as far as the most educated countries in the world. Not at all. Not at all. Not close to it.
So here's a little clip, or not clip, but a piece of what Pharrell said. I guess he was maintaining a stance on neutrality. He said he hates politics. It was at Black Ambition Demo Day. Williams described politics as a magic trick that is not real. He stated, "I don't believe in either side because I think when you pick a side, you are inadvertently supporting division." That's kind of what he said. Like, he was like, Williams is famously annoyed by celebrities who publicly tell others how to vote, once saying, "What the heck, shut up, nobody asked you." He prefers to stay out of the public political endorsement sphere, though he privately votes. This is very interesting, and he also focuses on excellence. Instead of political statement, Williams emphasizes action through his nonprofit organization, such as Yellow, focused on education equity, and Black Ambition, supporting Black and Latinx entrepreneurs. So I was just floored because they were really dragging him. They were talking about how he was using his privilege, his wealth. You know, he doesn't understand politics. He shouldn't be talking. Like, they really drug him. And let me give you this. Right, 'cause I think this is important too. Let me give you this. When both parties repeatedly harm you, distrust is rational. It's not apathy. It's not laziness. It's both these parties represent some level of evil to my lineage. Now, right. Uni just explained it a moment ago when she lists all of these things where we're at the bottom, socially speaking, and she said it was systemic. So, does he have a point? I think we should have the discussion instead of just closing the door on him like he's a quackpot.
Now that you actually told me what he did, what he said. No, that makes perfect sense. We in sync. We're in sync, baby. It does. It makes perfect sense because like I understand what he's saying. He says basically he keeps his political beliefs private. Right. And I don't think anyone should be shamed for that. I think that the statement of him having it not picking a side when it comes to politics, that makes that it is division. He is right. It is often used as a distraction for what is actually being passed and going on in the world. Right. Politics are used as a distraction. I agree with that. I mean, that's the trick that's old as a book. You know, think about Rome and the the arena. That was a political movement, the gladiators. That was a political movement to distract the people from how miserable they were because the government was causing it. So that makes perfect sense what he's saying in that aspect. And so if he chooses not to take to publicly endorse people, I don't blame him for that. Now, balance, right? In the same hand, that doesn't mean that I disagree with those who choose to.
Right.
Because they had their autonomy. Some folks are meant to rock the boat when it comes to them speaking publicly because they are the ones who are able and are going to start change in those systems that are oppressing us, right? So for those who do, my hat's off to you. But for those who choose not to, that also makes perfect sense. So I don't blame him at all. I don't blame him at all.
Well, let me relate this to A5, right? You're a child of SU, right?
Yeah.
What does SU do? What does SU do?
Confuse people.
SU is communicator. He challenges gods. He challenges kings. He challenges everyday people. He challenges everyone to see if you're worthy of your title, your position, whether you're a god, a king, a man, doesn't matter. He challenged you. So Eshu is an aspect of Odumare. So he's an aspect of God. When you write the Oduns for Eshu, you cannot write the Oduns for Eshu without using Etiobek. Obey mentioned. And the Odun of light. So that's why I always say to like, when I speak of Eshu, right? I say Eshu is right there with, I'm not going to say who's more powerful or whatever be the case, but Eshu's right there because he has the ear of Odumare himself. Because if you remember, Eshu got to Odumare first. And so when Odumare said, well, what do you want? He said, I want to eat first. So you can't do a ceremony without feeding Eshu first.
Right.
If you need to communicate with the Orishas, if you need to communicate with Odumare or Lofi or Olarum or Rumamela, you got to go through Eshu. If you want any kind of movement, anywhere or any part of your life, anywhere, you got to go through Eshu. Period. So there has to be some kind of conflict to bring balance. There has to be some kind of chaos between the light and the dark because there's always a gray area. You understand?
No, I get it.
You got to understand, both of these political groups have had 70 years to bring betterment to American society, bring betterment to African American society here in the United States, and it has not gotten any better. I think America, in my opinion, from what I've seen from polls, because I don't really watch the news that much, I believe a lot of Americans are fed up with the political system. Period.
Are they fed up because?
But let's break down politics.
Let me ask you. Are they fed up because they think the political system is broken and it doesn't work, or are they fed up because They really haven't studied politics to understand what it is and how it functions. See, you can want an end result from a political system, but if you don't know how to get that end result from the political system because you lack the knowledge of how that system works, then you might find yourself in a position of being frustrated with the political system. So, are we frustrated with the political system because it's broken, or are we frustrated with the political system because we lack the knowledge of how it works, and thus we think it's broken because of that? What are your thoughts?
Both. Both.
Both.
Both.
Both and more.
Both and more.
Okay. So let me start here first. Let's go back to history, right?
Mm-hmm.
Abduvian civilization, post-Abduvian civilization, after the Great Flood, right?
Uh-huh.
Name one civilization after the Great Flood where there wasn't rich and poor and there wasn't politics and arrogance. Name a time in modern history of man for the last 14 years since the Great Ice Age and the Great Flood, where people have been on an equal balance. There hasn't been injustice. Name one society where that wasn't done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the notion of even sociology. So my bachelor's degree is in sociology, and how I explain sociology is psychology is about the brain and how an individual thinks. Sociology is about the understanding groups of people, people groups, speak. So within people groups, the groups decide what are the social norms. They decide what are the rules. They decide, is there punishment for these actions? They decide hierarchies. And that is what you see over and over and over through every single society that has ever existed. And that truly is sociology at its core.
So that's what we're dealing with. So like, even when you dive deep into spirituality and say if you are able to communicate with the spiritual world or the astral realm, whatever be the case, when you talk to elder spirits, right? And you can say, well, what do you know, because you're curious. You say, what do you think about the current state of the world? And they be like, we've seen this a million times. Over and over and over and over again. The elder spirits say this is what the outcome is.
So this is deep.
And growing himself. And something new is created in his place.
So we're live on our TikTok right now for this. And someone that said once finding out how the system works will probably make one even more frustrated.
Well, this is what I understand a little bit. The system has never been broken. People say the system is broken, like something is wrong with it. No.
It's working perfectly for the people that's in place.
Right, the system is not broken. The system is based off of ancient spiritual principles. Like when I read the Kabbalion and I study politics or I study economics, it's all ebb and flow, right? It's all correspondence, rhythm, balance, checks and balances. Like if you really look at how they structured this government, it's based off of these principles, these Masonic, quote unquote, principles. And we all know the Masons and where they got it from and who taught them, and we know the story. So the question now becomes, when somebody, because I thought, right? Wait, to go back to Baba's question, he said, let's break down what the word politics means. Politics means basically the division of resources. Who gets what? That's politics. And there's a constant negotiations where people are trying to say, okay, these people are allocated this, you're allocated that. That's politics, right? But that's also economics, which isn't math. Economics is really like philosophy, right? So in economics, they have something that says, oh, you have unlimited desires and wants, and then that's balanced by limited resources. So we have limited resources, but you have unlimited desires and wants, and we have to somehow balance that. So if I'm reading the Kabbalion and it's saying, you know, gender, or it's saying, you know, you know, everything is swinging on a pendulum back and forth. A lot of these government political systems are based on these ancient concepts of ebb and flow, checks and balances, right? So I don't think the system is broke. I just think we're somehow undereducated about what those founding fathers, who so happen to be Masons, what was their initial purpose for creating this type of government, and is it doing exactly what they created it to do? Are we supposed to keep asking them, like, can y'all give us something? Or I'm just interested to know what you guys think.
Okay, listen. So if you're reading the Kabbalion, if you're reading Hermetics, if you're reading the teachings of the Rose Cross, are you reading the teachings of Manly Hall?
Manly P. Hall. Yeah, he got
Manly
that book.
Hall. Yeah. So if you're reading all of this, right, you go back earlier and read the 48 tablets of Thoth to Huti.
Same thing.
Okay, now if you go back to the tablets of Tahuti, he teaches you how to get free of the political system and on your reality that you live in. He's the only one that gave you the true truth of how to get free of the reality that you currently live in. The other ones give you a systematic report on how to keep yourself at a higher vibration and a higher frequency than everybody else, so that you could be wealthy, you can live, and you can take control. You could be a lawyer, doctor, businessman, real estate agent, or banker in the system that is created. But Tahuti, Thoth, is the only one that taught you freedom.
I love that. Hey, listen, I want everybody to go to Baba and Uni's website. What's the name of your website again? Can you tell people? There it is right there, unitreasures.com.
Yep,
there it is. It's right there on the lower thirds, everybody. unitreasures.com. If you guys need a reading, if you guys need some spiritual guidance, if you guys need to tap in with your ancestors, Ebo, whatever it might be.
Products.
What?
The spiritual products.
Spiritual products. Whatever it might be.
Books on there. So.
Yeah. I love it. Please support.
Launch new products very soon.
Love it. I want to shout out Christopher. You're the only person that's hit me up on my Cash App. Can everybody go to the Cash App and drop some change for this insight, for this information that we're doing today? Please continue to support the channel. We have our goal up on there. It's 30. We got 3 out of 30 on Cash App.
When you ready, though.
Huh?
No, when you ready, though, I want to show you something spiritual, and then I want you to try to explain it.
You gonna show it to me, and if I don't know what it is, I won't be able to explain it. But I'll be right back to that. Everybody hit the like button, share, and don't forget, I have transitioned the Voice of Reason behind the scenes radio broadcast over to TikTok. So my Voice of Reason radio show will be on TikTok for the foreseeable future. All right? It's going to be great. And last week was the first full week that we did it, and it's been crazy. So we want everybody to support. Get over there to TikTok. I'm Zoe Williams, Voice of Reason. I think it's at Voice of Reason. But I'm on there. So I want everybody to go support. Please. The TikTok has been on fire. All right. Now, don't forget, hit the like button, hit the share button, continue to support. Let's get back to the topics and the discussion at hand. Baba, you said you had something to show me?
Yes. Before he does, let my folks know on our live. So we are live on the ZoWhat show. You can actually go on YouTube right now and type it in, and then you will also have access to that, and you can see his shows that he does on there. FYI, y'all. All right.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, because though, if you remember, Ifa spoke, and Ifa told you to come up and to join new platforms. You remember that reading?
Yeah.
And
Well,
you're finding success on TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok been crazy. Yeah.
So Aruma Miller was correct.
Yeah.
When he told you to embrace change.
Yeah.
That was in your reading.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't push back. I'm like, yeah, I agree.
So you wasn't being stubborn.
Yeah. And then at the same time, YouTube is being suppressed. The YouTube videos, the viewers, it's being suppressed. They're suppressing views purposely. Right?
Yeah.
And I mean, it is what it is. But, you know.
Right.
But
right.
I'll be on TikTok.
Okay, well,
so.
Well, here's something that you should really enjoy. This staff is the staff of a Dudawa.
Can everyone see it in camera?
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it though?
I can see it.
That's the staff of a Dudawa, right?
Uh-huh.
It has his two sons on the staff, Broja and Bromu. And it represents the Eguns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it clearly?
I think so.
Okay. Take a good look at it. Look at his face, right?
Uh-huh.
Take a good look at his face. Take a good look at his face. Take a good look at his face, right? Take a good look at his face. There you go. Take a good look at his face. Look at it. Right? Now his face is going to change. His eyes and his mouth and his lips and his nose are going to move right before your eyes, though. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Are you ready? The staff is going to move. It's about to move. And I command it so.
Get it on the camera.
I had to blow rum on it. Hold on. Now you see it moving.
Look at his mouth.
Look at the mouth moving.
If you look at the corner of his mouth, it was actually, this side was actually up, and now it's even. If you look at his eyes,
they're getting brighter. Explain that, Zoe.
We should rewind it. I wish I could rewind
it. He said I missed it. He said I missed it.
Explain that, Zoe.
I missed it. Now, oh wait, look, now he's smirking.
Look at that.
Look at his mouth open now.
Look, his mouth is open now.
His mouth is open. His mouth is more open now. If you look at the curve of it, it's open now. What are they saying in your chat? Did they see it, Zoe?
Hey, can we chop and edit it? I want to go back and see it.
Yes, chop and edit it. Get the still of it. And look, it's opening up more and he's smiling more. Look.
Somebody said looks like he's crying.
Well, he was. That was already there.
Yeah.
Because someone tried to steal the spirit out of it.
Yeah.
So ever since then, he has a permanent teardrop on his face because he cried when they tried to steal his spirit. Because Baba always does this on camera, and somebody thought, oh, how about we try to take that spirit out of the staff and keep it?
Didn't work.
Wow. Man, where do people, but let me just do this. Where do people go to support you guys? And because you guys are on TikTok as well, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We're
always on TikTok live. We're on TikTok always doing lives.
Well, what's the TikTok?
Babalao Olumu Akamara. Spell that. Can you spell that for me, baby?
It was up. Actually, they had it up on the screen.
The lower thirds. Yeah.
There it is,
There it
right
is.
there. Yep. And then mine is up there at the top. Omihe Ogun Akamara.
And those
My
are the
friends call
same.
me.
Those are the same names for your TikToks, your
Yes.
collective TikToks.
Correct. And
Correct.
Facebook.
And Facebook.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
So here's your faith in action, Zoe.
Yeah, you got to have them copy and edit that.
He's over there doing it.
Good. Hey, you should show them Brahmu. Show them Brahmu.
Okay, now this is Brosia. Now Brahmu, as you know, right? Brahmu, Dudawa had two sons. When he started Ile Ife, and then he went on to conquer the lower basin of Nigeria, built Ile Ife, and then he went on into ancient Dahomey and to conquer lands in ancient Dahomey. And at his death, at his unaliving, then his sons had to split up the territory. Each one had different abilities and traditions going on with Brosia and Brahmu. Now, Brahmu is the one that puts you in the desert. Okay? Now, this is Brahmu.
He look mad, don't he?
Yeah, he looked pissed off.
Yeah, Brahmu.
That's Brahmu. He's not like Brosia. Totally two different personalities.
That's the other side.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
Yeah.
That's the other side. You ready?
All right, so now we're gonna pay attention. Look at the mouth. Look at the mouth.
All right.
Pay attention to the eyes, cheeks, nose. Get a good picture of it. Brahmu tends to look even madder after this. Oh.
I don't like it when it moves off camera. Let me see.
I can't spit rum on the thing now, can I?
We don't want the rum to get on the camera phone.
Now look.
You look at his eyes, they went from looking straight to now looking more down. His mouth kind of did a thing where it just went completely flat. He doesn't look like he's scowling as much, but the inner corners are turned back down. And even his cheeks, they even look softer in the picture.
Can you see the difference?
What is your chat saying?
The chat is in here wilding. Let's see. It says, look like he crying. Somebody said,
Yep.
I seen the eyes. Somebody said, I saw that. His nose got more defined. His facial structure got slimmer too. And then somebody said, because it's wet. He said, why are we attracted to the extreme?
I can dry it off and it'll move simultaneously.
Then Marcus Speaks said, it looks the same to me. And then he says, this here is why you don't go around messing with folks before you give I don't know what that means. I see his eyebrows got madder. That's what somebody said.
Because they did. Look at his face. I dried it off. That does not look like the same face.
Not at all. You got the camera, you rewind it.
No, he's going to rewind it for us, but not,
Yeah.
I mean, we can't rewind it like right this second. He's
You're
going to
live,
edit it for
but
us.
you can
Yeah,
post
we're
a
live.
separate-
But I would
Yeah.
like folks to go and support you, man. I would like folks to go and support you and your wife. I found you on TikTok, and we've been homies ever since. And let me tell you something. I love it, man. I love the brother. I tell people this all the time. I've never, ever experienced somebody praying as hard as that brother prays right there. When that brother pray for you, the walls are coming down when that brother pray for you. And we appreciate it, man. So one more time, can you let everybody know where you guys are from, or not from, but where they can find you, how they can support you?
Yeah, so our website, unitreasures.com. You can go to our website there. There's contact forms you can fill out and reach us. Pretty much any spiritual service that you can think of, we would offer, including spiritual products, as well as we also offer mentorship and classes, a host of things to help get you to where you want to be. spiritually. But then also we have like a page that's in the web page that's about different things that I've written to show different perspectives, ranging even from Christianity, from when I was an ordained pastor and moving through, because they're very good life lessons. But as far as social media, I believe he put that up earlier where, me personally, that is my name on every social media platform. It's Omihe Agun Akamara. But then
my name is Babalao.
And then his is, Babalao Lumo Akamara. So you can find us there.
Across all platforms. I'm only on Facebook and TikTok.
And I got the package you sent me.
Oh, you did the package?
Yeah, with the candle, the bath.
So you received your candle?
Yeah, I got it.
Did you use it?
I haven't used the bath yet.
See, look. Ask you. That's why first thing I asked him, did he use it? You see?
But look, he's using his Gregory bag.
Okay.
Look, egg on your face. He's using his Gregory bag.
But it all works in unison, sir. It all works in unison, sir.
Yeah, those are goodies. I want to send you some goodies to show love. Yeah. Did you get the books too?
I got the books. Got all of it.
Nice. Yeah, that Gregory bag's gonna do you justice.
My brother called me all the time. He be like, "You hard-headed, Zo. You hard-headed. You're stubborn. You're stubborn."
Yes, that's that. What you got? That's more of a traditional Gregory bag. They aren't meant to look extra pretty like a lot of these newer Gregory bags. I don't fault anybody with their beautiful products, of course. I'm not a hater, but at the same time, that's a traditional one. They didn't have access to my ancestors didn't have access to beautiful fabrics, to, actual bags. No, they had to use what they had to make what they needed to get done with the resources that they had available. So I tend to keep my products like that, like Gregory bags and things like that, Mojo bags. I tend to keep them pretty traditional in that sense to honor them in that,
And see,
and it's tailored to you personally. This is not some generic Gregory bag that I just randomly made. Oh, this is how you make Gregory. No, this one is specific to you.
Love it.
Well, you got to understand, because she comes from an ancestor of hoodoo and voodoo, and I come from an ancestry of New Orleans voodoo. So we have a long lineage of that. My people are from the Low Country in South Carolina, so automatically I got a Geechee lineage, and then I had people from the Mississippi Delta, so that lends to the Creole lineage. And as you can see, she's Creole as well, so that lineage runs deep in America.
I love it, man.
So yeah, so that's why Ifa is where I'm in my priesthood, but I practice voodoo and other disciplines very well, efficiently, very well. I've been initiated.
I
know. So listen, I'm gonna wrap you guys, and then we're gonna push forward. But I appreciate you guys for jumping on and sharing this insight. And I'm hoping that everybody goes and follows you guys on all of your social media and supports all of your works. I got your back. Whenever y'all want to come back, all you got to do is let me know, and we'll hop back on here, because this was great. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's always a fun. It's our pleasure, Zo.
I love it. Thank you guys for chiming in. Nothing but love. I'll call you guys a little bit later to tap back in.
Okay. All right. Good. Sounds great.
Peace and blessings.
We'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
I love you. So, you could turn off the volume so I don't hear that feedback. And let's get back to it. Before I get back to the Pharrell piece, there's a picture of a young man with a baseball cap with a Pendleton shirt on. That's my son. It's my youngest son. His name is Naeem. Today is Naeem's 24th birthday, and I want everybody to shout out my youngest kid. I'm so happy and proud of this young man. He's been through a lot, but he is thriving right now. And I'm just so proud of him, you know. November 24th, man. It's his birthday. So can everybody just send out a shout out to my young kid, Naeem? And then, of course, he's on Spotify and all of these various DSPs. His rap name is Jusai, Jusjasai, Jusai, I think. Yeah, that's the young panther, man. New is the young lion. This one is the young panther. You know, I'm just very proud of the kid. He's got his little rap career going, and he's excited. So I would love for you guys. He doesn't like the music of his generation. He likes 90s and before hip hop. So that's what he's on. I think he's trying to like recreate the vibe of what we had. And I keep telling him, you weren't even alive then. So I don't even know why. But it's his birthday, man. He just had a show, and apparently he destroyed. I mean, that's what he told me. What I notice is my sons be exaggerating just a little bit. But yeah, man, if you guys can, man, everybody say what's up to the young panther, man. Show him a little love. Mr. Bliss. All right, let's get back to it. And I'm going to wrap this thing up, but let's get back to it. Don't forget to hit the Cash App, support the show, support the channel, support everything that we're doing here. Just, you know, hit the, we got a goal going on the super chat. We got 3 super chats. Come on, you guys should step on up and make it happen. Can you put up that beautiful young lady? In the black and white? There she is. Can we make her a little bigger? Yeah, come on, come to daddy. Even more. Yes, yes. So apparently this young lady lost Miss Universe, if I'm not mistaken. And they're posting her and they're saying she's the real winner, and she is amazingly gorgeous. Let me just tell y'all something, man. White folk name stuff after themselves all the time. Miss Universe. Really? We can't be getting upset when they pull the rug out from under. We can't. Every contest is basically rigged. That's just a beautiful woman. Can we just appreciate her for being beautiful? And she's, if I'm not mistaken, she's from Haiti. Let's pull it up. The young lady is from Haiti, if I'm not mistaken. Who's been following this? Miss, what was it, Universe 2025? Where the girl? The Haitian girl? Where's she at? Ooh, Lord, she is amazing. Christ. Did she win or no? Somebody said, is that hair what in the... Did anybody ever ask the Egyptians if their hair was real? You do know the Egyptians wore wigs, right? I'm just saying. Just sent the wishes on Facebook. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just wanted to take a moment to bask in this woman's beauty. She's amazing. And then also, if you know anything about hoops, Rodney Rogers passed away. Do you remember when Rodney Rogers played for the Clippers?
Left-handed?
Yeah. Yeah. He was a player, man. And then I think in the early 2000s, he got in an ATV accident and was paralyzed. So he just died, I think, yesterday. So we want to send love to that brother. He was a standout at Wake Forest. He earned ACC Rookie of the Year and Player of the Year before having a 12-season NBA career. In 2008, he suffered a serious ATV accident that left him paralyzed from the shoulders down. Despite the life-changing injury, he remained resilient and established the Rodney Rogers Foundation to help people living with spinal cord injuries. He is suffered by his wife, Faye, his children, Rodrika, Radia, Rodney II, Devontae, Eric, and his mother, Estelle. So peace and blessings to that brother, man, because as a Los Angeles guy who watched basketball, and, you know, we were aware of him because he was on the Clippers, you know, and he was a hell of a player, you know. That's sad. That is sad. Rodney Rogers and Marcus Camby at UMass was one of my favorite college teams back in the day. What? Is that hair real? Not in a condescending way, Zoe. Genuinely asking. I'm not saying you're being condescending. I'm just saying white women wear weaves too. We don't even think to even ask. White women probably wear weaves at a higher rate than black women. And we don't even think to question. Doesn't matter if a white woman wears a weave, but it matters if our women wear weaves, right? You'd be surprised how many white women have all of this volume and body to their hair because they've added weaves. But we don't even ask. Yeah, I think he was at Wake Forest and not UMass. All right. Party people, your brother Zoe is about to get up out of here. I want you to support the black-owned businesses that I put in front of you. I'm a little disappointed in the viewer turnout today because I'm going to have to find somebody who works at YouTube and say, whatever block you got on me, you got to take it off. You got to allow my folk to get this stream. And sure, we're going to do 2,000 or 3,000 views. People are going to get back and watch it. But why aren't they watching it live? What did they do? Did they block you? I want to know. Now,
Can we give a suggestion? Check their email, or it's up to you?
no.
Got it.
No. Mike wants to grab you guys' email.
And send notifications to you guys.
He said he want to send you notifications personally. But the people would have to be willing to do that. Him and Marcus Camby were teammates at UMass. Do you remember that? I don't know.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll be on tonight, 7 to 9 p.m., KBLA Talk 1580. I'm going to be on, that broadcast will be on TikTok. I want everybody to jump in on TikTok. And then don't forget, call in. I would love to have you guys call in from all over the nation. 1-800-920-1580. We're going to have a blast tonight because we got such a diabolically crazy topic. Of course, Attila chose the topic, so it's a mess. We're going to see how we tie all of this stuff together. I appreciate everybody for tapping in and tuning in. You've been listening to the ZoWhat Morning Show, and I'll holla at you. Deuces.